What's up, everybody? Migz here, and welcome to the DeckSmiths. Today is going to be a deck profile for Super Saiyan 3 Ultra Instinct Son Goku, Mono Blue. Now, of course, this is going to be with the most loved / hated leader in the format. And you know what? Honestly, I don't blame you if you hate it or love it. I like this card because, of course, it's Goku, and Goku's one of my favorite characters in all of Dragon Ball. But yes, I do agree this is pretty broken, and if it gets errata, I'm fine with that. Whether for the best or the worst is cool. Maybe down the line I'll probably play test with maybe Soul Striker. See how it works from there. I think even Soul Striker will work pretty well. But the more focus right now is with Super Saiyan, with this Goku that goes into Super Saiyan 3. This doesn't need introductions. We know what it does. We've seen it so much in a lot of top cuts, a lot of deck profiles, everywhere else. So let's get right on to it and start with the battle cards. So to start with the deck, I run 4 Energy Boost Majin Buu. Sorry, I'm shaking trying to keep this a little focused. Energy Boost Majin Buu. Play it, draw a card. Next up, you run 4 of the Kind Saiyan Son Goku. You look at the top 7 for a blue Goku, add it to your hand when you play it. This is very essential. This is what lets you get into all your Goku pieces. Next up, 4, you got your Robis. This really mainly becomes charge. You usually only place 1 on board after you during the late games. But he mainly becomes energy unless you know what you're going up against. And it just kind of puts a little scare factor into the opponent, letting them know that, there's your Roby, I gotta be a little easy, careful on him. 4 Unyielding Spirit Trunks. Of course, you need other options to help you renew your energy during your turn, so you can go off. And with no explanation, of course, you need your 4 of super combos. No, and if, what's, or buts. Some of you guys, if you like, you can do 2 Boost Attack Piccolos and 2 Kabuto Kais. Honestly, I don't like the Kabuto Kais because I don't like to give them the card back. To me, I don't know, ever since I used Jocko's, I stopped because it's like, to me, I don't want to give them back that extra card. I don't want to know that they have it back. I don't want to know that they have it in their hand and they're able to play it next turn. That's how I feel about it. 3, sorry. Ooh, damn, I'm really slacking right now. Sorry about that. 2 Time Patrol Trunks. This kind of, sort of, in a way, pseudo Kind Saiyan, in a way. But look at the top 2, take any card, add the 1 to your hand, put the other one in the top or bottom. Depending on the situation, you might leave it on the top. If not, mostly you'll put them in the bottom. Next up, 3 Freehan. To be very honest with you, is not that necessary. You can actually, you're going to be seeing through this build. I'll repeat it again. Me personally, if you don't really need it, if you can afford it, you can actually run 2 more Time Patrols, and the 3rd one maybe like a Sensu Bean. Or you go replace these for that 0 cost blue extra card. I don't know the name off the top of my head yet because I'm still looking through the Colossal Warfare sets. Also currently working on the deck profiles as well from them. But you guys know what I mean. Preface, stay there, Gohan. 4 Preface of Recoveries on Goku. Technically, this is like your 1 drop, your 1 cost to play. It has barrier, so it prevents abilities from stacking up on him. Sorry on that lighting, it's kind of like daylight outside. Barrier, and when it comes to play, ready 2 energies. It's really good. 2 Mass Saiyans. With veggies, you got to be able to get rid of cards on board. Caulifla says, I cannot get rid of my cards by my own skills, but Mass Saiyan says, I don't care. I still remove you guys. Next up, I have made this one as a decision to run, but there is alternatives. 4 Furious Rush Super Saiyan 3. I have it on as dual attack, and when you play it, draw a card. You could use the other one, the Maximum Energy, if you want. It also has dual attack, and when you evolve it, it has double strike evolve for 4 energies, 2 blues and 2 of anything. You could actually play test it with 2/2. I'm using this right now because I don't have extras. I'm actually using one for a deck idea that I'm working on with that one. But I'll say you can try it out in 2/2s, or you can try it out with this. It doesn't matter really, because in the end it's actually going to be great. This actually works out. Next up, 4 Rapid Onslaughts. This is in a way a must-have. This is another way of self-awakening. But you also want to see this in your hand. It evolves for 3, 2 energies of whatever, and 1 blue. Double strike and his auto when it comes to play, whether evolve or you just hard drop it. Take a card out from your life and send it to the drop area, and this card gets critical for the turn. It's pretty good. And last but not least, the main focus of the deck, your biggest win condition outside of just rushing them, is 4 Ultra Instinct Saiyan Son Goku. X evolve for 2 blues. You pitch a card from your hand to the drop, and you play it over a 5-drop Goku. Very specific. Triple strike. The permanent, your opponent cannot combo when this card battles. So it, in a way, correct me if I'm wrong, but regardless of whether this attacks or you attack into this, unless you have enough sensu beans depending on your power, if you have enough sensu beans to survive, you can't combo. So you might as well just pick up your life. You might as well just pick up life and take it like a boss. And the auto, when it comes to the play, when you evolve into this card, you bounce everything, all the battle cards that your opponent controls, back to the hand. So only problem is barrier just sits there and laugh at you. So yeah, that hurts, but it hurts most decks in every way, where they're just gonna be like, damn. But that's it for the battle cards. To round off the deck, for the extras, of course, you have to have your Whis Coercions. Any blue deck has to run Whis Coercion. I think is one of the best blue cards in general, because you're technically playing it for free. Pay a blue, negate an attack, and ready an energy. Who would not want to do that? And last but not least, 3 sensu beans. I only felt that 3 was good. However, you can play 4 if you like. Like I mentioned earlier, with the Freehan, you can take 1 Freehan to put the 4th sensu bean, and the other 2 you could use it for Time Patrol Trunks. That's pretty much it for the deck profile. I am aware again about that the 0 cost extra card that came out of Colossal Warfare. I'm just gonna make sure I pick up extras. I am aware of the 3 drop Taipon, I believe is what it is. Taipon or Tapion. Excuse me if I'm saying it wrong, but the 3 drop for blue that takes 2 cards out of your life, that also can become a useful card, because if you play it on your next turn, if you play it on your turn 2, take 2 cards out of your life and then awaken, that's already plus 4 cards in your hand. Again, if this card ever does get hit, my other options to playtest would be Soul Striker. But again, yes, he's under the radar. He's on Bandai's radar. Gonna be eroded. And you know what? Honestly, I'm okay with it. Anything that makes this game, which is fun as fucking hell, whatever helps this game stay balanced, I'm down with that. And honestly, I wasn't upset when Mecha Frieza got eroded. This one, I won't be too worried if it does get eroded. It gets powered down. There's still going to be dedicated players. Maybe depending if it ever does get eroded occurs and it messes up this entire deck build. Like I said, other options would be Soul Striker that I would test out with. But hey, all we gotta do is play the game, have fun. So, with that said and done, this is Migz of the DeckSmiths signing out. Peace out. Let me know what you guys think on the comments.